Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna Lentz and welcome to Flosstube number 9. That's my daughter. If you are new here, I'm Bri. I talk cross stitch, crochet, books, all kinds of things. Primitive stuff. I've got a lot to show you. I've got cross stitch today, I've got crochet today, I've got a primitive bunny thing to show you today. I've got a winner to announce, and let's get started. So let's see. I hope that you guys have been doing really good. We have been doing really good. We've had a good week. We got the screen door fixed. My husband fixed it. We were able to order that and have it be shipped via FedEx really quickly. It's like $50 or something like that for a door handle. It's crazy. And then we went up to Muskogee and paid $70 for a fan part that my husband had to MacGyver together, and now our refrigerator is going really good. We didn't want to have to replace a refrigerator yet because we want to replace all of our appliances at the same time and have them kind of coordinate for when we update the kitchen. And so if we had to get a new refrigerator, it would become like we would get a lesser fridge, and then that would become his future beer fridge, you know, for the garage. And that's just not something that we really wanted to have to do this week. So anyway, so yay for that. I made manicotti this week and it was so good. I've never made manicotti before and it was really simple. I'll share the recipe in my show notes for this episode. So if you see anything that you like, or if I discuss anything that you're interested in, go ahead and click the link down below. That will take you to my website and I will have everything linked there. I always link the Etsy stores that I talk about. I always link the patterns that I talk about. I always give a lot of detail because when I watch somebody on YouTube, I'm always interested in seeing more of what they're discussing. So that's something that I like to provide for you. Let's see. Yeah, so I made manicotti, and my 8-year-old, she says, besides baking, Mom, this is the best thing you've ever made. So I was like, okay, that's a winner. Oh, we have been watching Yellowstone. Have you seen it? I have no idea what channel it's on. We bought the 3-season DVDs set for Christmas. It was a Christmas gift to each other, my husband and I, for Christmas. And we are in the middle of season 3. I love Beth as a character. If you, just for a second, Rip and Beth, perfect. I just love them. So anyway, we're enjoying that. It's nice to have a TV show to kind of zone out to, especially with everything going on. So it's been nice because we don't have TV. We canceled Netflix. So it's been nice. Let's see. Oh, I've been doing a lot of reading this year as well. Okay, if you are into reading, let me just tell you really quick. I don't physically own these books. I've been borrowing them from my library, and I also have an account with Scribd, the app Scribd. What is it, baby? You wanna go play? Okay. Go get some books and read. Okay?
I don't want to read.
Okay, well, I'm going to do this for a minute, okay?
I need to watch you.
Okay, well, you have to be quiet, okay?
Okay.
Okay, sit. So, let's see. First, I started off with, okay, well, first I'm still reading the trilogy by Robin Hobb, the Assassins Trilogy, no, the Farseer Trilogy, and I'm more than halfway through the 3rd book, which is Assassin's Quest. And it is amazing. I'm thoroughly loving that. Still got like quite a bit left to go. The 3rd book is like 800 pages, so I'm just taking my time with it. In the meantime, I read Mexican Gothic by Silvia Mourinho Garcia. I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. I wrote a book review on it on my website. I'll link that down below. I enjoyed it. It was a Gothic and it was a horror. And I felt like 2 separate stories that, with the name Mexican Gothic, I think that the author could have taken it someplace really cool, like where my expectation was. And then the actual horror story could have taken place anywhere. even though like the catch of it was being in 1950s Mexico. And I don't feel like the actual horror story had anything to do with it being set in 1950s Mexico, which I felt like was such a missed opportunity, in my opinion. The Guest List by Lucy Foley is a kind of like a whodunit mystery thriller. That all of these books came out last year, 2020. Hey, please don't do that. All of these books came out in 2020. So that's a whodunit thriller. I gave that 5 out of 5 stars. In my opinion, it was as close to a perfect thriller mystery whodunit as you could find. It's set in this abandoned, basically like an abandoned Irish island. And there's a wedding, like there's 2 people that still live on it, and they want to host weddings there. It's their first wedding that's going to be there, and it's an exclusive guest list. Someone dies. Who did it? And there's multiple reasons why people could have killed multiple people, and it's excellent. Next is, sorry, my daughter's on the floor. Next, I started a fantasy book called The Unspoken Name. DNF'd it. I got to part 2 and it was just terrible. It was like where the author wants this huge storyline, but I don't think knows if it's going to be granted however many books the storyline might need. And so instead of editing things out, the author just kept cramming things in with this idea that was too big. And so then the author, I think, got lost sometimes, and like you would have all of this detail about this one gory scene, and then you're going to end part 1 with a wizard battle and then not go into detail on the wizard battle. Like, I'm sorry, there's a battle with wizards. I want to know more, right? Anyway, so I don't normally DNF books. I DNF'd that one. Now, what I'm currently reading is a nonfiction book, and it is Hidden Valley Road, Inside the Mind of an American Family by Robert Kolker. This was published last year, April 2020. It's part of the Oprah's book club I saw, but it has to do with schizophrenia, and this basically like a nuclear family that has 12 children, and 6 brothers of the 12 children all have schizophrenia. And so it talks about what was learned. Well, first, what were the preconceived notions of schizophrenia before the 70s going into present day, and then what the family went through is basically like lab rats as to what could cause schizophrenia, if schizophrenia is curable, is schizophrenia hereditary, is it, nature versus nurture. They talk about Freud. It's very interesting. So it's a nonfiction book, lots in psychology, American history, and I am 40 pages in. I started it last night, and I like it a lot. Okay, so that's kind of what I've been up to. I've been doing a lot of reading and stuff. I want to do one more thing before I go into my stitching, and that is I want to talk about 2 people who have come back to YouTube recently. One is a Flosstuber, Chari Price. She is a Oklahoman, and she lives north of me, and she has brought out her first Flosstube since having a mourning period of a loss from her inside of her immediate family. If you want to find out more, please go and check her out. I will link her Flosstube down below. She's a very kind person, and she is, I believe, a very adored person of this Flosstube community, and please go check her out and go see what she's been up to. Please stop. That's my 3-year-old. Next, I just want to say Yarn Hoarder podcast is back. Please stop. Sorry. She doesn't want to go do anything else, but I'm not going to not do this, so please either go play or please stop, okay? Just sit and listen to Mama, okay? Okay. So there is Yarn Hoarder podcast. She has been gone for about a year. She has struggled, I think, with whether or not she wanted to come back at all. She said blatantly that she didn't want to, but she had enough people reach out to her to please come back because she was such a positivity in their life. But I think that she herself has faced so much negativity from being on social media. And then she talked a lot about feeling so much pressure as to like, if she was going to make something, like it needed to be content worthy rather than just like it be what she wanted to make. And I think that is a struggle for us content creators. And so I was very happy to see that she's back. She always has a lot of fun stories. So if you're interested in a laugh, Yarn Hoarder podcast is back. I'll link her down below too. She does a lot of knitting and crochet. No Flosstube. She's knitting and crochet, but she is wonderful. She's a wonderful human being. So now let's get into stitching. I have 2 finishes for stitching and 2 whips that I want to share. And then I have some big finishes to share that has to do with Chestnut Junction. And we have to talk about the giveaway winner and the giveaway, this week's giveaway. Okay. So let's do, I finished this one first. I got my Krynic in. And where's the top? I have it marked. I finished the 2018 Dragonfly Ornament by Just Nan. I have the embellishment right here. I don't want to show the chart. But I have the embellishment right there and I have the floss. So when I go to fully finish this, I will attach everything at that point. But until I'm ready to FFO it, I'm going to leave the charms off and stuff. Just because I would hate for anything to pull on it, because sometimes I don't pay attention and I could see myself accidentally doing that. First time using Krynic, whatever, and I loved it. I am not really a sparkly person, but you know, as I get older, I seem to be liking more cutesy, and now I'm liking sparkle and glitter, and I loved it. I could see myself doing Mirabilia Nora Corbett in the future. Absolutely, I could see myself doing that. So that was that, and then I finished the 2020 Snowman Free Chart by Doreen Jones. I have not done that much backstitch since I finished the Dimensions kit last year, which I'll have to share. No, in 2019. And the fabric is sparkly, and that is Rit dyed fabric on 14 count Aida. So yeah, I really, really like this. Her chart has at Christmas down here, but originally I wanted to have this stitched for January going into February for like Valentine's Day and winter, not for Christmas. I love it. Very, very much love that. That took a lot longer to stitch than I would think, just because I'm not used to having to do all the back stitch, but I didn't dislike it at all. Let's see. Last night I started the January Flipbits. I did not realize when I bought these that there were 2 sets of Flipbits, that there's one with the buttons and then one with the charm. And I went to look for March, and I like the March Flipbits with the charm. And so I might order that one, even though it's not the same like grouping or whatever, but who cares, right? Like, who really cares? So anyway, so I got pretty far. I got Annual, and I'm starting with the Jan. So I should have this done, absolutely. I think I'm going to finish this in a pillow, but don't hold me to it. But I think that's what I want to do. I think I want to have these finished into pillows. So, oh, and I want to show you my shirt. So I've had this for a while, but my shirt says, Wicked Chickens Lay Deviled Eggs. I got this at Tractor Supply last year. Love it. Oh, here's Jules. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi, huh? Where did we go today?
To the library.
We went to the library, huh? Did you have fun? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I thought we play a bunny bay.
Mm-hmm.
If my bunnies
Oh, we do. We flip quarters, don't we? Heads or tails?
Heads.
Yeah. Heads or tails? Oh, you want to show them the game? Okay, ready? Nope. That's your money. Okay, ready? Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads? Oh, it's heads, everybody. See? It's heads. You win. All right, go on. Go on. Okay. I did more on my Lizzie Kate spring string. I wanted to show my bag too. I made this last year, but I love this. This just kind of holds all of my things that I need. I've got needle minders in here. I've got floss away bags, extra, just all kinds of things. So anyway, love this bag. I made it. And I was gonna sell it last year, and I'm glad I kept it, so I use it all the time. Okay, so that's it for my stitching. I plan on finishing my Lizzie Kate spring string. If I focus on this, I can get this done this week, and I'm tired of thinking about it. So just for the sake of it, I did the O, P, Q, and the pink yesterday. So if I just do a little bit every day, it'll get done. And the reason why I don't like stitching on it, I think, is because it's on that dyed Monaco that I always end up shrinking somehow. So it's like a struggle. It's not, it doesn't flow very easy for me. Okay, so the big finish that I have this year is, the big finish that I have this week is my bunnies and carrots. Okay, so I did my bunnies. And let me show you. They're all different kinds. Like, they're the same, but I tried different things with each one. And so one of these is mine, one of these is yours. So if you would like to win a set, and then one of these is, it's the little carrot and the bunny. If you would like to win this, please answer down below. Are you a reader? Please answer down below. Are you a reader? What's your favorite kind of book to read? Anything book related, really. So, and if you are a reader, what are you reading now? Comment down below, be a subscriber to my channel, like this video, and you could win one of these. So, and I can mail this out to you. I will film my Flosstube next week, and I will announce the winner. And you could win this next week. So yeah, so these are the bunnies by Chestnut Junction. And I made 5 sets. I'm giving one away to you, I'm keeping one, and then I'm putting some in the shop, in the booth. So anyway, so her pattern has you do the carrots, and then she wants you to tea stain the carrots, and then she wants you to cut a hole out the top and then put like lemongrass or something on the top. I didn't want to do that. So what I did is I took strips of muslin and then I dyed the muslin, and then I just sewed it to the top so that way it looks like the carrot top. And I think it came out really cute, and I think it goes the whole vibe. And I didn't tea dye the carrot because I liked how vibrant it was. I didn't think I needed to tea dye it, so I didn't. But yeah, it smells really good. I'm very happy with these. I think they turned out terrific. I'm quite proud of myself. And I think they're adorable. And again, I vlogged the process, so if you're interested in seeing more of what this actually looked like, then go ahead and stay tuned. I have a post about this on my website. You can see more there, and then I'll share some more at the end of this video of me making these, if you're interested. So yeah, so that was fun. Plans for the next week. Oh, winner. I will put the winner right here. Thank you for participating. Thank you for commenting down below, and I will contact you. Please email me right here. Okay, so please email me that you're the winner. I will also tag you in the comment that, hey, you won, and email me just so that everybody knows that thank you for participating, and that I will get that out to you as soon as I get your address. So you won the B-Skep last year. Oh my gosh. You won the B-Skep. I'm sorry about that. So the person who I just put on the screen won this B-Skep. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my last Flosstube, and I talked to you more about this project that is a pattern by Chestnut Junction. If you are interested in these patterns and where I got them, again, all that information will be in my show notes, which I will link down below. Okay, so you get the bee and the bee scap. And I'm keeping the other one, and the other one hopefully sold in my booth. So, yeah. Let's see. What am I going to be working on this week? I'm going to be working on another set of, I think I'm going to be working on the chickens, maybe, from Chestnut Junction. We'll see. I am going to be crocheting some this week. I haven't had much of a crojo, but I've got my crojo back. So I'm going to be starting a project there. I'll share more details next week. And I've got some books that I will also share next week that I would like to start maybe knitting some things from. I have been painting and drawing. I didn't bring those things over, but yeah, I've been painting and drawing this week and stuff, and that's been really fun. So this coming week, I have a lot that I would like to start and do. A lot of stitching, but also I'm ready to get back into crochet, and I'm ready to get maybe back into knitting. Give that another try and push my drawing further. Also, I've been writing a lot more, so it's been nice. I'm not just doing like one thing. I felt like I kind of was getting a little bit stuck for a bit, so it's nice to be feeling like I'm a little bit back into that multi-crafter that I am. So I hope that you have been doing well. Please subscribe. Please like this video. Please comment down below. If you don't want to participate in the giveaway, I'd still like to hear from you. Congratulations to our winner for winning the Beast Cap. And please continue watching if you want to see more of me making those bunnies. All right. Thanks again. Okay, sorry it's loud. I got my dishwasher going in the background, but I am going to do all the finishing touches on bunnies and carrots, 5" and 4" number 219 from Chestnut Junction. That's the pattern I'm using. I have sewn everything together. I've stuffed it with polyfill. I whip stitched everything closed. Okay. And so the next step now is to paint and then tea dye the face. And then you're supposed to paint and tea dye the carrots as well. Now my problem is the top. It's not a problem. What I want to do is I am going to cut strips of muslin. This is just tea dyed muslin. So I'm going to cut strips of this, and I'm going to rip dye them, and then I think what I'll do is I'll sew them onto the top as the top of the carrot. Well, I hope that it turns out as good as I think it will. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I've cut my muslin into strips and then different lengths. Some are long, some are short, some are fat, some are thin. So now I'm going to go ahead and go get my red dye solution ready. So I already have Rit dye in dark green on hand. If I didn't already have this, I probably would just paint my strips, cut them out, and then tea dye them. And that might end up being faster anyway, but I thought it would be fun to try to use a different medium in this project to make it a little bit more my own. And I've never used this Colorstay Dye Fixative, so we're going to test this out too. See what this is all about. My carrots are painted. Use spiced pumpkin. I think the color's great. This has been dyeing for a long time. Time to put it out to pasture and go rinse it off. I am more than pleased with this. More than pleased. Now I want it to get all stringy and stuff, so I'm gonna dry this out in the oven. and I'm probably not going to tea dye it. I think I like it just the way that it is. The color is perfect. I'm very happy with that. Wow. I'm working on the bunny's face, and I'm tracing the nose very lightly with a mechanical pencil, and then I'm going over the nose. First I did just a maroon, I think, and it was too dark for me. So I am doing a mixture of what I had on hand, which is true burgundy and antique maroon, and I like the color a lot. I like it a lot. So I'm working on this. I've got 2 left, and then we get to move on to more details. This is a lot of fun, I'm also using a nicer brush that I probably shouldn't be using, but I'm using a angular shader, and I'm able to get pretty nice lines. At first I was using a round like watercolor brush, and that wasn't good. Angular brush for the win. That's cute. Now that the carrots are dry, I'm supposed to sand them. I sanded this one, and it makes a big difference. So this one is already softer to the touch, and it took off some of the paint. It's a big difference. This is one that I haven't done yet, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, baby. After minions and tiny morning.
All right, I just took these out of the oven. They've been tea dyed. I think they look great. The next step is to dry brush the cheeks and ears with red paint, and I'm going to use this Santa red. We'll see how this goes. I've done the dry brushing technique. This is with the red, and this is with the maroon. I'm just kind of trying things out. I like this a lot. So the dry brushing, what you're going to do is you're going to dip your paint in, your brush into the paint, and then you're basically going to take off 85% of the paint. And then you're lightly going to paint dry onto your piece. This is a dry brush, and you're dry painting it. So that way you're getting this aged look. And you get really good control. Basically, you want to have light pressure, because the harder the pressure, you would be surprised with how much paint is still left in your paintbrush. I love dry. It's very risky, and I love it. These details really come alive. Make this animal come alive. I'm using a Posca pen to draw in the light lines, and I love it. Yeah, so I'm using a Uni Posca pen. This one's my favorite. Now that all of my painting is done, I'm not going to tea dye these. I like these being bright against that. All I have to do now is figure out how I'm going to sew these on top, which shouldn't be difficult. I love them. I love them a lot.